finished filming a video, so I decided to actually show you all how I make my salsa and share the ingredients with you all so you can make them at home. Now, I'm just going to be showing you really quick. I already diced everything up just so that this video is not extremely long. So this is pretty much how I make it. I have some cilantro, and then I have tomato and a little bit of purple onion or red onion. I see it purple, whatever. I have one serrano, I guess you could say chile, and then I have one red pepper. Now, I don't like my salsa really spicy, so my grandma calls it tomato salsa, but I like it like this. She'll put like five chiles. I can't handle it, so I'm just gonna do one with 3 small tomatoes. So what you see in here is very small, 3 tomatoes. I have about half an onion here, and I have just about a handful of cilantro. And then I like to use my crock pot. So this is my mini itty bitty crock pot. I have it heating right now. So here I have my red pepper, and what I do is I put the what do you call this, the stove top, on low, and I like to burn it a little bit. So you have to take your time and allow it to burn for it to get a little bit black. And yeah, so we're gonna wait for that to happen. Take your time, be careful. You can use some of these so you don't burn yourself. Don't want anybody getting hurt. Do it at your own discretion. And we're gonna do this with the red pepper as well as the serrano chile. So that's how it's supposed to look. You can burn it a little bit more if you want. It's just up to you. So now I'm doing the serrano pepper, and yeah, we're just gonna burn it a little bit as well. Alright, so this is what they look like. I'm going to let them cool down just a little bit. Bubba says wow. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut them and begin our mixture.
Oh, way too water.
Alright, so I already cut it down. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mixed in the serrano with the red bell pepper. Then I'm going to go ahead and just start mixing everything. So now we're going to start our mixtures. We have a tomato, our onion, our cilantro, and everything else. So we're just going to go ahead and toss all of these things together. Then we're going to go ahead and take our peppers and all of that good stuff.
Yummy.
I don't know if they're still hot. No, they're not. Bubba says yummy. So we're going to take all that in there.
Maybe we need to eat the food in there.
Yeah, you'll be our perfect judge. Then we're going to put a little bit of garlic.
Garlic.
A little bit of comino.
Nino.
A little bit of onion powder.
Onion powder good.
Yep. And then we're going to put a little bit of nortomate, caldo de tomate.
Tomate, yummy.
Like a spoonful. I don't do teaspoons and all that stuff. You just measure things with your hand or your spoon.
Yes, spoon.
That's perfect. Then we're going to go ahead and mix all of this together in the bowl really well. We're going to mix this really well.
Very good.
Once you mix it, it should look something like this. Looks really nice and colorful, and let me tell you, it has a lot of flavor. So let's go ahead and start putting this into our crock pot. Now we put all of this into our crock pot. Obviously we have a small crock pot because we're a small family. But if you have a bigger one, you can make bigger portions, obviously. I'm going to put all of it in there and squish it in because it ends up getting a little bit less full once it starts cooking. I let that cook in there for a good hour or 2. And once that time goes by, we'll come back and show you what we do next. Close it up. So as you can see, it's been about 30 minutes and you can see a lot of the juice coming out. I know that different crock pots have different cooking times depending on the heating setting. So I would just suggest do it medium or low, not too bad, because then you don't get all the juice out. I like doing it this way. I feel that whenever you boil it into water and then do it into salsa, you kind of get away some of the flavors. So now that our salsa is done, I'm going to go ahead and use my magic bullet. If you don't have one, you can use a blender. And I'm going to be putting some of my salsa in here. And I'm going to say some because some of the salsa we're going to be using for the queso dip. So just go ahead and take about a little bit more than half. I will leave that much for the queso dip, okay? And then that much for the cup. Then I just go ahead and blend it very lightly. I like it a little chunky, so I'm not going to go too much. And that's good. So here I have my football bowl, and this is where I put the chips and dip and all that. This is our nice looking salsa. Look at how nice that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward to the queso dip, and that way your fans have, your football fans have variety from salsa or queso dip or both. So let's get that going. Alright, so here we have some leftover medium cheddar cheese. I like to use another brand that's not Kmart. I forgot the name of it because I took out the packaging, but you can use any sharp or medium cheddar cheese. And then I also use Velveeta cheese, and then I put it inside this little bowl with the salsa in it. The juice will make the cheese be a little bit more, you know, watery rather than really sticky, or I guess you could say stringy. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in there. Mix it up with some of the Velveeta and a little bit of the cheddar. I usually grate it, but today I'm just going to do it in little squares. I know you may think it doesn't fit, but it actually fits really well. And you know what? Sam's just has a crock pot that comes with the mini. I think they only have it for the holidays, so check it out if you're interested in getting a mini. You don't have to do salsa. If you like artichoke dip, you can do that too. You can put spinach in here with some cheese. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So I'm going to go ahead and just close this up, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to be stirring it occasionally just so it doesn't burn. So give that about 20 minutes and then come back and stir it, and we're almost done. I'm coming back to my salsa here, and I just wanted to let you all know that I did add a pinch of sea salt, and it gives it really, I guess, really good flavor, because sea salt, in my opinion, is better than regular salt tables. So I did add a dab of that in here, just crushed it, it turns, and then I added a little bit, not too much, just to give it a little bit more flavor, and that's pretty much it. So as you can see, it's already melting. There's still some chunks in there, so I have to leave it in there for another 30 minutes. And you want to just keep stirring just like this, kind of breaking them apart quite a few times. And just remember to keep stirring so that it doesn't stick to the bottom or it doesn't burn, because even though it's a small crock pot, it does get hot. So you can add a little bit of milk or maybe some water if you want it a little bit more watery. You can do that too. So we're just going to wait for this to continue on melting, and we're almost finished. So here's the queso dip. As you can see, that I added a little bit of water, just very little, and you get this texture. This is exactly how I want it to be. I don't want it to be stringy, because then it's hard to grab with the chips. So I'm just going to go ahead and transfer some of this cheese onto this glass container. I like using this because I can clean the inside really well. Alright. My ice cream scooper. So here's my queso dip. I made some ground beef, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in there with the queso. And this stuff is gonna be pretty amazing. You can go ahead and skip the beef if you would rather not have any beef in there, but I can tell you, if you season it really well and put some herbs in there, this is to die for. So as you all can see, this is the final dish. We have our queso dip with ground beef. We also have our salsa and our chips and our football bowl ready to go. Now it's time for the ultimate test. So let's go get Lee and have him taste this and see what he thinks. Hey babe.
What's going on?
Come on over. Try it and let us know how it is.
I'm going right for the queso dip.
Really? How is it?
Very good.
Is it football worthy?
Football worthy. Football worthy. Fellas, you gotta have your wives or girlfriends, moms, grandmas, put this together. Off the chain.
Yummy to the tummy.
Yummy to the tummy.
They're both very good. Spicy. I can do this queso dip all day long, babe.
Yeah, huh?
Couple cold ones.
Ready to go for
Ready
the
to
game?
go.
Perfect. So I think that was a success. I hope that you all give it a try. Go and, you know, get things stirred up in your kitchen. I hope that you all found this helpful, and more videos coming soon, as well as more cooking videos. So I will see y'all very soon. Take care, be safe, and enjoy the holidays as well as the football games. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.